What is going on, guys? Marco here from blitzguitar.com. Today I'm going to show you how to play this classic Stand By Me, very cool song, and probably one of the most famous bass line in the music history. Today I'm going to show you two different versions. One is obviously just a bass line played with the thumb, and then I'm going to show you how you can combine deep bass line with the chords. Okay, it's a really simple song. Hopefully you're going to find lesson easy. I'm going to try to put it down in a very simple way. Guys, you can support me on Patreon. Okay, so if you want to become one of my patrons, just make sure that you check the description and click the link. Okay, you can have access to some tabs, extra lessons, some of my video courses. You can also request one song a month that you want me to teach you. Okay, so I really appreciate your support, and also make sure that you subscribe to the YouTube channel if you want to keep up with all the upcoming tutorials. Okay, thank you very much for your help, and let's get started. Alright guys, we are in a key of a C major, and this is standard tuning. Okay, we're gonna start with the bass line, which is the most famous one. I'm always playing it with the thumb, and it sounds like that. Then I'm going to show you also how to apply the chords on that. Now, remember that we have 4 chords, so we're going to have 4 different lines, and there are basically passing notes between each single line. So you will see we're going to learn one line, and then between this line and the next one, there is a passing, just sort of a transition between the first line and the second one. It's usually 3 notes, okay? And then you get into the next one, and then again another transition, another transition, another transition. Okay, so remember, it's always one chord, one transition, one chord, one transition. Now the first phrase is this one, and it's the 5th string fret number 3 twice. Always playing with the thumb, yeah? Then I move on to the 6th string fret number 3, very simple. 5th string fret number 2, and I go back to the 5th string fret number 3 twice. Okay, so slowly 3, 3, 3 on the 6th, 2 on the 5th, and 3 again twice. Okay, then you also have the transition, which is this one, which are 3 notes, which is the 5th string fret number 3, 5th string fret number 2, and we move on to the into the next chord, which is the A minor, and you have 5th open string twice. Okay, then the 6th open string, 6th string fret number 3, and the 5th open string again. Okay, now the second chord, which is the A minor, just a quick recap: 5th open, 6th open, 6th string fret number 3, and the 5th open again. When I put together both chords, I will start with the C. I'm gonna do it really slowly. Transition. Okay. Now notice that I'm also muffling the strings with my hand. Okay, when I wanna kind of play much more of a detached line. You don't necessarily have to do that. Obviously this is much more similar to the song, but it's just like, blocking the strings with the left hand, sorry. So just try it, but if you struggle with that, just play the line smoothly. Now the third chord is this one, and we have the transition, which is the 5th open string, the 6th string fret number 3, and we move on into the next chord, which is this one, as an F major chord, and I have the 6th string fret number 1 twice. Okay, so there's a very simple phrase: 5th open, 6th string fret number 3, and the 6th string fret number 1 twice. Then I have another passing line. So I have the 6th string fret number 1 again, 5th open, and I move on to the next chord, which is the G, and I have the 6th string fret number 3 twice. Okay, and then I move on again to the first chord, and I'll start the riff again, and the line is this one: 6th string fret number 3, 5th string fret number 2, and the 5th string fret number 3. Okay, so the whole thing together, slowly, it will sound like that. And you can play that throughout the whole song. Now, how does it work with the chords? You're gonna play the 5th string fret number 3, and then I have a thumb slap. Okay, so I will play the beginning of the line, and then after that I'm gonna strike my right hand thumb on the 5th string, and then after that I'm gonna play a C major chord. So alright, now the C major chord is very simple. I don't really pluck the 4th string, so I don't really care of, you know, just putting it down. And so what I'll do, I will pluck the 5th string, the 3rd string open, and the 2nd string fret number 1 simultaneously. Okay, you can either use thumb, index, and middle, or thumb, middle, and ring. So you will have bass note, thumb slap, chord, and then the rest of the phrase. And you have it again, so it's basically the same thing twice. Then I have the phrase between the two chords. And I play the A minor chord, okay? So once you play the transition, you have the 5th open string, thumb slap, and I pluck simultaneously the 5th open, the 3rd string fret number 2, and the 2nd string fret number 1. This is an A minor chord. Okay, very simple, sounds really good. And I do that twice. Remember, you always have the phrase in between. So, sorry, bum, bum. Then I'm gonna move on to the F major chord, and I still have the transition phrase. Bum, bum. Now these two chords, F and G, are much quicker than the first two. So the C major and the A minor are actually twice. The F major and the G are just one round, so they're gonna change pretty quickly. Now you're coming from the A minor. You have the phrase, and then you play the 6th string fret number 1, thumb slap, and the F major triad, the F major chord. Now, I have that. This F major is very simple because you play the bass note, you do the thumb slap, so you have time to change the chord. Then you have the 4th string fret number 3, the 3rd string fret number 2, and the 2nd string fret number 1. I'm plucking that simultaneously with thumb, index, and middle. Okay, so you have then I will have the transition phrase, and I finish on the G. Now the G is very simple. So you have 6th string fret number 3, thumb slap, and 4th, 3rd, and 2nd open. Okay, and then you start again. G, B, boom, boom. Okay, very, very simple. Let me just play the whole thing slowly. So. Then you start again. Let's go. Land is dark in the moon. Such a simple song, guys. Okay, so make sure that you take it step by step, and good luck with that. Thank you for watching.